tell me this now since because we ain't talked since Trump made it into office, but since he's made it into office, you think a lot of our people really this is the time to really wake up?
Well, my perspective on Trump is this: that Trump is a lot more intelligent than the people that's currently running the media. He running circles around.
Yeah.
He know exactly what to say. He know what to do. He know how to, play defense. He got his Twitter. If he tweets something that, everybody gonna be on it. And the media is about who can get the news out there first. So if he tweets something, every news room is trying to put it out there. It's trying to let people know that, Trump said this, we reported it first. And Trump understands that. Now, that's just one side of the thing, but there's some other things that are troubling about Trump. The guy Steve Bannon, what I'm saying? And they say he's a white supremacist. They say he's a part of a white citizen council organization. And the things that he said about Mexicans, the way he treat black folks, the way he treat Muslims, I like Trump, before all of this. I didn't know these things about his character.
Yeah.
And for him to be the president and acting so abnormal and acting so unconventional in terms of governing, it's just troubling to me because, I'm not so much worried about what Trump gonna do. I'm worried about what the people he's running circles around gonna do. And how many people he gonna be able to pull to his fold and gonna start, showing their ugly heads. Because let's be real, man. There's a lot of racism in this country, but we like to throw it up on our rug. We like to sweep it on the rug and say, "Oh man, America is a good country." We can eat together. We can go to the same. I see whites and blacks at Papa Do's. I see white and black at the Hampton Inn, La Quinta Inn. I see whites and black at the sports arenas. We're a very diverse society. But that's true. But is that a shield? Once you take that shield off and then you start exposing people and showing who they really are, then, this country sets itself back and it becomes dangerous. And I think that's what's happening. I think that Trump, either knowingly or unknowingly are allowing a lot of people who are racist, whether undercover racists or unconscious racists, he allowing them a platform to get out here and say and do what they want to do. And that can be ugly because this is not the 60s. Ain't gonna be no marching this time. Ain't gonna be no sicking no dogs. If you sick a dog on one of these fools today, they're gonna blow the police brains out. You know what I'm saying? And that can cause a lot of racial tension. You know what I'm saying? It can cause a lot of innocent white people who truly love black people and who truly don't have a problem with black people to get caught up in that mix.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on. Trump, let's face it, he don't know how to govern. For him to do what he did on the ban, without thoroughly thinking the situation out, it just showed that, he's inexperienced. And the people around him, the people he got around him, Steve Bannon and all them people, they don't like Muslims anyway. They don't like, Arabs. And, they feel some kind of way. They got a negative disposition towards these people. So they advising him and they telling him, hey, look, you got to go along with this. They don't want to advise him to say it in the first place. You got to do this, you got to do this. This is what your base want. This is what the people want. And people believe, the people, that believe in him, they believe that, that if he did everything that he promised, that he campaigned for, that, that he's that man, he's the truth.
Yeah.
But in reality, you can't, that ain't what America stands for. You can't just ban countries out of this country that we do business with.
Yeah.
We went over there, man, and we destroyed Iraq. You know, you got contractors over there building Iraq right now. You putting those contractors in harm's way. Those people don't know how to build. You know, all them new homes over there, you know, American companies is building those homes. You know, all that technology, you know, those are Americans over there, and he putting them in harm's way. And also in Syria and all the other countries that he banned. You know, Somalia, you know, we got a lot of Somalians in this country. You telling me that somebody that had a baby and they still have their dual citizenship, or they have a green card, and they got a Somalian baby in Minnesota, which is predominantly where Somalians are housed at, or where they basically, you know, be at, and you tell them that they can't come over there and see their children. I mean, you know, that can create terrorism within itself. I mean, homegrown terrorism. Because, you know, I mean, you know, all these people that you're banning are connected to, you know, like the one little boy couldn't be with his mother, are connected to other people. This would radicalize people, you know what I'm saying? It's our policies, and it's our treatment towards other people that causes people to lash out against us and act certain ways. I mean, we go over here, you know, we try to colonize these people, you know, we try to Americanize these people. We take these people's land, we take their gold, and we do all of this stuff, and we use the American military, which the military don't know why they're there. They just know they got to stand here. You know, you in the army. If I tell you to hut to a bald face, you're gonna do what I tell you to do. But they don't know that the big old powerful corporations, you know, they have different motives. They over there, they don't care nothing about these countries. You know what I'm saying? They have, you know, things that they didn't set up. You know, they have pipelines and they have other things, and you know. And these people, you know, that come to America and they Americanize and they get America degrees, they study us and they say, look, they over here, they doing this to us, they doing that to us, you know what I'm saying? They inform their leaders and they inform their parents and they inform, you know, their communities, and that's why they don't like us, you know, because it's things that we do, and, you know, we don't know that, you know, most of the military ain't nothing but puppets. You know, the military don't know that they puppets, but the people ain't looking at them as puppets. The people looking at them as Americans. You know, y'all here, you know, y'all complicit. Y'all helping these people steal our land. Y'all helping these people steal our gold. Y'all helping these people do this and do that. Y'all are conspirators. Y'all are part of the problem. And they start hate groups, and then they get motivated, and then they become terrorists. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, to further exacerbate or to make that situation worse, or to throw, you know, to throw this in these people's face, or to pick on these people, or you know, try to, you know, I don't know. I don't want to say the word negatively, but you know, I say to shit on them. Ain't gonna do nothing but, you know, make them, you know, hate us more. You know what I'm saying? And to keep their family, you know, break up their families, that's just gonna make them hate us more. You know, it's not gonna, you know, and that's why a lot of other presidents, they handle the situation different. And then let's face it, man, all of us are refugees. Nobody came over to this country. We all immigrants. We're a nation of immigrants. This country was initially, you know, even if you go by their story, you know, I got a different story, but if you go by the story, it was initially inhabited by Indians. The Indians are the indigenous people of this country. So no one is here on their own accord. No one was here, you know, before, you know, their parents, great parents came. In 1492, that's when Columbus allegedly discovered. He couldn't discover it because America was already here, but that's when he found out about the Caribbeans, and he found out about the Americas, you know, and he went back and he told Queen Isabella, King Ferdinand, you know, about it. You know what I'm saying? So we understand, you know, the real history. We understand what's really going on. But, you know, I mean, for him to be, you know, poking at these people, man, I don't think it's a good deal. And then, you know, another thing, you know, I think that, you know, he don't have no composure. You know, even though if he say it's a strategic, like he went to Congress, he told Congress, you know, listen, this is all strategy. You know, this is to, you know, get the other companies, the other countries, you know, to see that, you know, we ain't no joke, and that we're not playing. This gonna make them comply with us. You know, this is a good gesture. This is a nice chess move. Yeah, it might be a nice chess move, but everybody are not chess players. So people play checkers. So, you know what I mean? If you're just trying to poke at the leadership of these countries, if you're trying to make yourself look tough around them, and if you're trying to shake them up and make them comply, then you might be doing a good job. But those rebels, those lone wolves, those people, who don't understand what you're doing, they looking at it different, and they got a different agenda. And ain't nothing that the leader of the country could do. Probably live in a $30 million palace and probably got 1,000 wives, ain't nothing they can do. To stop these people from trying to blow America up because they feel like America is separating them from their families. That's one part I look at about Trump as being crazy. Another thing is, I think, that he, is going to end up being impeached. Because I think he's too slick for his own good. There's a such thing as human chess, but sometimes, you can overplay your hand. You know what I'm saying? And he got to understand that, he's one individual, and he may have a few good scholars around him, and I call them scholars because they negative scholars, they scholars in terms of, creating division in this country. They scholars in terms of negativity. They negative scholars, because of, their thoughts. They have negative thoughts. He might have a few of those people around to show him how to be a better evil person or a better devil, but at the end of the day, man, you got a whole lot of people, man, not only the protesters, but judges. I mean, look what happened with him, so far. The man put a ban on 7 countries. The judge in Washington shut it down. If that's not a slap face, if that's not an indication what you're about to go up against, hey man, look man, like the dude said on CNN, man, he gonna find out the hard way that governing ain't as easy as he think it is. So I think, that he better be careful, because if he don't, Trump might end up, being impeached, or he might end up, with a criminal charge, because what he did already was deemed unconstitutional. So if he did that, and he got lawyers, and his lawyers, Obama never did anything that was unconstitutional. That's one thing you can say. Everything that Obama did, even when his health care went before the Supreme Court, which was predominantly Republicans, they even ruled that it was law, that he was within the law. And that's one thing that I don't think Trump, has as his advantage. I don't think by him not being a lawyer, he can, you can have people around you that want you to lose. He don't know. A lot of those Republicans were against him. He said people were against him, are now claiming to be with him. What's the Congressman Ryan, the dude, from Milwaukee? You know what I'm saying? The Senate dude. He's the congressman. He's the head, the majority leader of the House. Dude was against dude. So these dudes, man, they're not gonna, they're not gonna advise him properly. You know what I'm saying? And then as soon as a dark cloud come, they all gonna run because they know that the storm is coming. And they know he don't care. He like, well, put it on me. They gonna put it on you, all right. You gonna end up with a prison sentence.
Too cool to come 24/7.